Thousands of California voters are still reporting serious errors with their voter registration after visiting the DMV. One America's Pearson Sharp speaks with Senator Brian Jones, who is sponsoring a bill to fix that problem.
With thousands of Californians still reporting problems with their voter registration, including being re-registered to the wrong party, the security of California's elections is in jeopardy. Many put the blame directly on the state's motor voter program at the DMV, which has caused over 100,000 serious registration errors. One America News sat down with Senator Brian Jones, who is co-authoring Senate Bill 57 with Senator Patricia Bates to finally fix the problems with voter registration.
What is SB 57?
So SB 57 changes the current law for DMV that when you go in on any business in DMV, they're required to register you to vote. And so this bill makes it optional for the customer, taxpayer, to register or not to. You get to choose. Right now you don't have a choice. And it's really causing a lot of problems and confusion for everybody that has to deal with the DMV.
How bad is voter fraud in California?
I've seen anecdotal evidence that in certain areas of California, it's very bad. In certain other areas, it's not so bad. Here in San Diego, there was more than 100% voters registered to vote in San Diego County. Well, how can you have more than 100%? The challenge that we have in the minority party as Republicans really is the majority party, the Democrats in charge, have no incentive to fix this problem of voter fraud.
Because it tends to work in their favor.
Exactly, or even to find out how bad it is or where it exists or even prove if it doesn't exist.
Jones points out that the Democratic leadership in California hasn't bothered to do any investigations or research into whether or not voting fraud is even happening in the state.
We know that through AB 60, the illegal aliens getting driver's licenses that are now coming into DMV are getting registered to vote. And fortunately, I think a lot of them understand they're not supposed to be voting, so they don't. But I don't know.
But they've already come to the country illegally.
Right.
They've already decided to break that law.
Right.
Where does the decision to stop breaking laws end?
Yeah, and without voter ID at the polls, anybody can go in and say they're anybody to vote.
Did the people vote to change the way that we register to vote? Did the people vote to approve this motor voter law, or was this imposed on us from Sacramento?
That's a very good word. It's imposed. The majority party in Sacramento is very good at taking away our liberties and our freedoms and our responsibilities, actually, as free citizens. So that's exactly what happened. You go into DMV, you don't have a choice. It's being imposed upon you by the majority party in Sacramento.
There's still a chance to make a difference, though, and Senator Jones encourages people to make their voices heard by calling their elected representatives and demanding change. Jones is also running for Congress in California's 50th District, which is currently held by embattled Congressman Duncan Hunter. Jones says for anyone concerned about the future of their state, they can visit his website at www.electbrianjones.com, where they can get involved or even donate to his campaign.
Family values, faith values, and freedom. That's a ribbon of truth that rings through this district, and folks know that I've been advocating and protecting those principles for almost 20 years.
Pearson Sharp, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.